Hello, one and all. How is everyone doing? Good to see that we're here for the Monday trivia. Yes, the rare Monday trivia. Welcome, one and all, to the Trivia Clubhouse for Trivia Club tonight. Yes, the trivia game show. 20 questions. You might have done this before, but for those who haven't, we'll be getting started in about 5 minutes' time. And all you need is a pen and a piece of paper to write down your answers for this trivia event. Look forward to having you involved. Join my trivia club. Mug, water. That was just the time delay. Producers on the job, your producer and mine. Oh, yes. Thank you. My lovely partner, the love of my life. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, everyone, say hello in the live chat. Speaking of hellos, say hello in live chats. Let us know your team name. Good to have you all involved, of course. So let us know who you're playing as and any other questions you might have. It's a regular night of trivia, 20 questions. You mark your answers, and we'll see who walks away with the win. And just hopefully you all walk away with a good time, as always. Hello, Jan. Hello. As I said before, we'll be getting started in about 5 minutes' time. All you need is that pen and a piece of paper to write down your answers for tonight's trivia. Joss, there you go. Hello to the Lord and Lady from the center of the British Empire. Mom and Dad, as I like to call them. Hello. How you doing? What you up to? It's been a good week, all in all. Yeah, we've enjoyed ourselves. I'm enjoying that stationary bike lifestyle. Ooh, even if I have to bike through the snow, which I guess checked in at around November 1st, so just in time. Hello to Rondai. Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh, good to hear you found us from last week as well. Fantastic. Yeah, I built a VCR. Us heels roll. I like it. Hello as well, Matt. Is it waiting in a double check though? Mm-hmm. Oh, hello to the solo traveler. Good to have even a small solo team, a traveling team tonight. That's true, as Chrissy says. It'll likely be your best score yet as a solo traveler. We'll be getting started in just another minute or so. Get those pens and papers ready. That's all you'll need for tonight's trivia. Say hello in the live chat if you haven't already. And then we'll be jumping into Trivia Club momentarily. Hello to Cookie Faced. Good to have you back once again. Well done. Way to say hello in the live chat. Just as I asked. Excellent. All right. As we're ready to go, let's get going on trivia, shall we? All right. So we'll be getting started momentarily. Oh, and only an hour difference in Saskatchewan as well. That's true. We're catching up, which always works well. Hello to the good folks from Laramie. Good to have you a part of the chat. The Monday, I think it works for you. Fantastic. And we're getting started in 5, 4.
Welcome to Trivia Club.
Hello, one and all. Welcome to Trivia Club, live from the Trivia Clubhouse. I'm your host, Russel Harder, the man with the bow tie, the man with that trivia plan. Trivia is planned for 20 questions tonight. 20 questions of trivia goodness for this, the 30th edition of Trivia Club, live streamed from this Trivia Clubhouse. And before I get started, happy birthday to my nephew Isaac. Yeah, happy birthday. Woo!
Happy birthday, Isaac.
Happy birthday. We'll bring those signs back out at the end of the night. Hopefully you're having a happy birthday. And hopefully whoever's going out tonight or tomorrow, don't forget to wear a mask. Keep yourself safe. Remember, it's not only a kindness for others, but it's also a kindness for yourself. Keep yourself safer, of course, as well. And you get to win friends and influence people, but just by wearing a mask. What more can you ask for? You're helping those at the highest of risks. And speaking of people at high risk, something near and dear to my heart is cystic fibrosis. Cystic Fibrosis Canada, if you're interested in looking up not only more about CF, but also how you can support Cystic Fibrosis Canada, you can go to cysticfibrosis.ca for more info on both CF and donating to a very worthy cause. As I said, trivia is 20 questions of trivia goodness tonight. It is classic pub-style trivia, game show game-style trivia, and of course, a trivia royale to end the night. It's a lightning question that's about 5 minutes long. It works for me. All you need is a pen and a piece of paper to write down those answers on, and I won't be able to interact with any of the teams as I usually like to, but I can still stare at this green dot, say hello, and you can say hello back in the live chat, just as all of you have been doing. Good to see all the teams taking part on this Monday trivia. And At the end of every trivia, we can hand out those at least imaginary prizes, if not fully physical, realized prizes. All the Halloween candy I get to keep, I guess, this year. But last week's trivia ended with, as it always does from the Trivia Clubhouse, the Trivia Club anagram. I built a VCR, as we like to call it. That is built a VCR is an anagram of Trivia Club, and the anagram last week was finding the classic movie monster from the anagram 15 Robins Darken, and that anagram could create Bride of Frankenstein or Bride of Frankenstein. Either works. When I said prizes, well, what can we win? That golden VHS for your mind's eye. Imagine whatever it is, and you can win that golden VHS. It could be yours, yes. You can follow Trivia on Twitter, on Facebook, on youtube.com/Trivia Club, triviaclub.ca as well, where all our Trivia Club goodness can be found. And we're on Instagram now, too. Go to Trivia Club CA on Instagram, where we have, as daily as possible, stuff like our trivia questions, of course, every Monday and Wednesday, our Throwback Thursdays, celebrating that day in or that week in Trivia Club of the past, and more and more and more. We're trying to have as much fun with it as possible, so check us out on Trivia Club CA on Instagram. There's only 3 cardinal rules for Trivia Club before we get started, and I'll tell you what those are. Be smarter than that internet connection. If you're cheating, you're only really cheating yourself. Don't post any answers in the live chat or in the comments afterwards below or there. Do not. No. Keep that competitive spirit sharp. Yes, indeed. Keep those answers out of the comment section. And the only other rule of Trivia Club is tell everybody about Trivia Club. Spread the love, Let everybody know. Without much further to say, let's just jump into it, shall we? It is Trivia Club at Home, number 30. Question number 1. Get those pens and papers ready to write down your answers. The King of Cool is our first question. An unflappable man, Sean Connery, who passed away in the Caribbean this past weekend, was known for many notable roles, but the biggest box office success of his career was his supporting role in this 1989 sequel. Once again, Sean Connery, really the unflappable King of Cool, Sean Connery, who passed away in the Caribbean this past weekend, was known for many notable roles, but the biggest box office success of his career was his supporting role in this 1989 sequel. That's your question number 1. And hello to the returning Rancid Priebus as well. Good to have returning teams always. Always great to see familiar faces return to Trivia Club. Question number 2. We're asking for a letter perfect one on this one. So, for question number 2, which Greek letter names the boy who survives a shipwreck with a tiger in Jan Martell's best-selling novel? Once again, what is the Greek letter that names the boy who survives a shipwreck with a tiger in Jan Martell's best-selling novel? And question number 3, an apple a day, etc. So, an apple a day. What electronic company co-founded by Dr. Dre, became Apple's largest acquisition ever at that point in 2014. So once again, what is the electronic company co-founded by Dr. Dre that became Apple's largest acquisition ever by that point in 2014? And question number 4, we're going to ask you to connect for the point here. So what's the connection between the answers of 2 and 3? Once again, for question number 4, what is the connection between the answers? Nothing in the questions, but the answers for 2 and 3. Think outside the box with this one. Question number 2, once again. What or which Greek letter names the boy who survives a shipwreck with a tiger in Jan Martell's best-selling novel? Remember, we're looking for the name of the boy, not the name of the novel. And question number 3, what electronic company co-founded by Dr. Dre became Apple's largest acquisition ever, at least by that point, in 2014? And question number 4, what's the connection between the answers of 2 and 3? Question number 5 now. Question number 5, as you're thinking of that connection, I'm going to give you a little bit more points to win. So for question number 5, it's called Best Known For. And this question, you name the 4 movies that, according to the Internet Movie Database.com and its algorithm, the following actor is known for. This is in the known for section of this actor's page. So it's the algorithm's choice of box office or notability, whatever that means, maybe awards. But your question number 5, what are the 4 movies that Sean Connery is known for? I will say that there are only 2 James Bond movies in this list. But yes, what are the 4 movies that, according to the IMDb.com, that Sean Connery is known for? And yes, once again, for that question number 5, that best known for, remember there was 4 movies of Sean Connery, only 2 of them are James Bond movies, which is to say also at least 2 of them are James Bond movies. Question number 6. Don't forget on this one, question number 6, what animated TV show is responsible for creating the fictional Alamo beer? Once again, yes, name that animated TV show that is responsible for creating the fictional Alamo beer. Question number 7. I'm going to ask you to fill in the blank on this Food Network show. I'll give you a Food Network show's title with a blank in it, and you fill in that blank. So, question number 7. Fill in the blank on Guys blank games. Name that show. That is Guys blank games. Question number 8 is our audio clue of the night. I'm going to play you a 8-bit version of a popular song, and bit by bit, you figure it out. So yes, question number 8, bit by bit, I'm going to play that chip tune version of a popular song. You name that song for a point, for a second possible point, for 2 possible points. For a second possible point, you tell me the musical act responsible for that original, old Nintendo sounding song. Here we go. All right, question number 8. Oh, wait. That was last week's. This is what happens when I do things one day earlier than usual. I tell ya. Just going to bring it up on iTunes. There you go. That is your question number 8. That bit by bit, name that song for a point. Name the musical act responsible for the original non-8-bit version of that song. There you go. 2 possible points to be won. Alrighty, question number 9. Once I figure out the screen, there you go. Question number 9. Oh, I have to play. Yes, I probably will. It's another banger of an 8-bit. It's a great 8-bit a cover of a song. And thanks for the recommendation, Matt. Alrighty, question number 9. Tag the line. For this question, I'm going to give you a tagline from a movie poster, and you name that movie. So, that movie is a 2018 movie, and the tagline, "The world has enough superheroes." Once again, yes, the world has enough superheroes. Name that 2018 movie. I just felt like I needed to give you a good year as an extra clue because it is a vague title. It is a vague tagline. But name that 2018 movie with the tagline, "The world has enough superheroes." Question number 10. Question number 10 is our survey says it's our first game show game of the night. For this game show game, as the name survey says, might let you know, it's a Family Feud survey question. 100 Americans were actually asked to give their opinions on this question, and you give me your best guess of what you think their number one answer is, as per those surveyed. I don't know who or where or even when necessarily, but recently, I imagine. This question was surveyed, but survey says, question number 10, name a letter of the alphabet that is also a vitamin. So name a letter of the alphabet that is also a vitamin. Give your best guess not only at this question, but what you think the 100 Americans surveyed answered for this question. Question number 11. Question number 11. It's called "Hey, Mr. DJ." So, "Hey, Mr. DJ," what is the name of the DJ that recorded the 1988 single "Parents Just Don't Understand" with the Fresh Prince? So, alongside the Fresh Prince, name the DJ that recorded the 1988 single "Parents Just Don't Understand." They just do not. Except for my mom and dad who are watching, and I love them. Very understanding. I told them I want to move to New York and become an actor, and they were like, sure, okay, let's make this work. Question number 12. Question number 12. It is life after death. Ooh. So question number 12. I thought Halloween was over. Who was the first musical act to have 2 singles reach number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart after death, so posthumously, both in 1997 and from the album Life After Death? Once again, yes, who was the first musical act to have 2 singles reach number 1 in the Billboard Hot 100 chart after death, both in 1997 and both from the album Life After Death? Which is like kind of calling it with that one. Maybe? No. That's a bit too morbid of a thing to say. But Question number 13. New in town. Ah, new in town. So new in town, alcoholic writer Nicolas Cage decides to have his last ride in Vegas in this 1995 film. He's new in town. Once again, question number 13. New in town, alcoholic writer Nicolas Cage decides to have his last ride in Vegas in this 1995 film. Question number 14. We're going to dip into the Trivia Club dictionary. So, question number 14. This is the 15-letter word specifically for a 150th anniversary. Once again, yes, what is the 15-letter word that is specifically used for a 150th anniversary? Just a word that I like the sound of, you know? Has a ring. Has a flow. Question number 15 now. It's Countdown, Takedown, our second game show game of the night. This one is played with Price is Right rules, but with a twist. So I'm going to ask you to give me a question with a number attached to it. You want to guess that number as close as you can without going over. If you guess that number right on, that is 5 points. If it's within 25%, that is still 2 solid points. Alrighty, so at question number 15, at Countdown, Takedown, or if you go even 1 over, that's 0 points, or if you're outside of that 25%, also 0 points. Just thought I should make that clear. But question number 15, our Countdown, Takedown. Shares of Tupperware were going for $1 in March. But on Wednesday of this past month in October, so just this past week, Wednesday, it closed at this number of dollars and cents. So it was $1 in March, but on Wednesday, it closed at this number of dollars and cents. And while lots of companies have seen their stock go up in these dark times, say Netflix, Amazon, Peloton, Tupperware has been around for a bit longer, first being sold in 1948. And once again, question number 15, shares of Tupperware were going for about $1 in March. But on Wednesday, it closed at this number of dollars and cents. Oh, and repeating on question number 14. So question number 14, it's the 15-letter word specifically used for a 150th, 150th anniversary. Pretty sure it's 15, but I spelled it wrong. I could have always spelt it wrong. If it's 14 or 16, I won't be tough on you. Because I just expect Word to give me a red line when I'm one off. It might be 14 or 16. Or 16, yeah. approximately 15-letter word, specifically for our 150th anniversary. That's true. In the Trivia Club dictionary, I might spell it with 15 letters, but it's the Trivia Club dictionary, TM. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I think I might have known where I missed a letter. Yeah. So I wanted to abbreviate it to 15 letters instead of the 16. Alrighty, question number 16. Speaking of 16, question number 16. I'm missing something. Wow, this is 2 on the nose. Question number 16. What CBS series, which aired from 2002 to 2009, featured characters named Jack Malone, Sam Spade, and Viv Johnson, and followed the cases of a missing persons unit of the FBI in New York City? Once again, yes, what CBS series, which aired from 2002 to 2009, featured characters named Jack Malone, Sam Spade, and Viv Johnson, and followed the cases of a missing persons unit of the FBI in New York City? Question number 17. It's the return of It Stinks. It Stinks. So I'm going to give you the bad review because everyone's a critic. It's especially, paid newspaper critics. They're supposed to be. And you tell me the movie that is generally thought of as good that they're talking about. So name this movie in which Pauline Kael, the legendary Pauline Kael of The New Yorker, wrote, but this movie, one of the 2 or 3 most expensive movies ever made at that time, and with the biggest event promotion yet, is a cheesy-looking film with a John Williams epic score, sarcastic epic there, that transcends self-parody, cosmic fanfares, keep going when there's nothing to celebrate. So once again, but this movie, one of the 2 or 3 most expensive movies ever made, and with the biggest promotion yet, is a cheesy-looking film with a John Williams epic score that transcends self-parody. Cosmic fanfares keep going when there's nothing to celebrate. All right. That's a bad review. That's your question number 17. It stinks. Question number 18. It's a little bit of foul play. Ooh. So the 7 subspecies of this goose include Hudson Bay and Vancouver. Once again, the 7 subspecies of this goose include Hudson Bay and Vancouver. Question number 19. It's a 19-word hint for a 19-letter movie title. Once again, so yes, once again, name this movie with 19-word hints, or with a 19-word hint for that 19-letter movie title on this question number 19. More rock, more Jack Black, more Kevin Hart, but still no board games in this sequel to a reboot. So, once again, more rock, more Jack Black, more Kevin Hart, but still no board games in this sequel to a reboot. As you're thinking of that 19-letter movie title from those 19 words to make a hint, to give you a hint, are there any questions I can repeat or verify with the art of repetition from those first 19? We can do question number 7. Yes, indeed. So question number 7, then question number 16. Or 12, and then 16. But yes, question number 7. Fill in the blank on this Food Network show. So name the show, or name the give me the blank in this show's title. That title is Guys Blank Games. Guys Blank Games. And question number 16, question number 12. Making my way there. Making my way to 16. All right. Question number 12, Life After Death. So name the first musical act to have had 2 singles reach number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart after death, both in 1997, and both from the album Life After Death. Question number 16, we were missing something, which almost felt like I was planning it, but no. I don't have that much foresight to be just a little bit off on a question. So question number 16, what CBS series, which aired from 2002 to 2009, featured characters named Jack Malone, Sam Spade, and Viv Johnson, and followed the cases of a missing persons unit of the FBI in New York City? And question number 17, your bad review for a good movie, or what is at least generally thought of as a good movie. Name the movie in which Pauline Kael of the New Yorker wrote, but this movie, one of the 2 or 3 most expensive movies ever made, and with the biggest event promotion yet, is a cheesy-looking film with a John Williams epic score that transcends self-parody. Cosmic fanfares keep coming when there's nothing to celebrate. Happy with that read? Yeah. First time I went through it, not as happy, but the last 2 times, happy with it. Anything else to repeat or verify with the art of repetition? Alrighty. Get your pens and papers ready for this question number 20, our Trivia Royale. I'll give you 5 minutes to give me as many as 10 answers for this, as usual. So 10 points can be won on your question number 20, that Trivia Royale. So if you're question number 20, 5 minutes on the clock. Boop. Oh, yeah. Blocking the light. So 5 minutes on the board. Name any 10 of the almost 20 films or TV shows in which Sean Connery had appeared in from 1990 to his passing in 2020. So in the last 30 years. And this includes voice and or narration work. So once again, name any 10 of the almost 20. So I believe it was 19 films or TV shows. Some of these are documentaries or docu-series in which Sean Connery had appeared in since 1990. So 1989 and prior to that are not counted for points, but anything from 1990 to his most recent work will be included for a point. Name any 10 of those projects. The clock has begun. Four minutes remaining on this question. 4 minutes. Just a minute passing by, passing through so far. Name any of the 10, or name as many as 10 of the up to or almost 20 films or TV shows in which Sean Connery appeared in from 1990 up to his most recent work. I believe his most recent work was in 2012. I don't have the dates, but he was retired in the Caribbean for quite a while, just living the life, enjoying his time on the island before his passing over this weekend. And yes, this includes voice or narration work. So documentaries or docu-series would count. But remember, there's still narrative stuff too. So things like talk shows would not count. Two minutes and 30 seconds remaining. 2:30 remaining. Halfway mark. A minute. Let's see. A minute 36, 35, 34 remaining. A little less than a minute 30 now remaining on this Trivia Royale. Name as many as 10. Name as many as 10 of the almost 20 films and TV shows in which Sean Connery made an appearance in or made a vocal appearance since 1990. So anything from 1990 to his latest work or his last work. Nothing from 1989. And prior to that will get you points. Less than a minute remaining now. Fill in any other blanks that you have on your answer sheet. We'll be marking our papers or marking our peers' papers after this. After this message, we'll be right back. I don't have a message. Do you have a message?
No.
Oh. Realized I was promised a message there with nothing else to say, except for 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. All right, time is up. Finalize those answers. Fill in those blanks. It's already too late. Get your marking pens ready, or your marking pencils at the dollar one, I guess. Oh, pencil crayons. You can switch the color. That's okay. So, question number 1. Here are those answers for tonight's Trivia Club live from that Trivia Clubhouse. That one, this one. Question number 1. Sean Connery was known for many a notable role, but his biggest box office success was for a supporting role in which 1989 sequel. So if you put this one in your answers below, it would not count because 1989. But if you put it here, a point. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. He was Mr. Jones Sr. Was it Harry Jones? Henry, I think. Henry Jones Sr. Indiana was also the name of the dog. I was going to do at least one Sean Connery. All right. The accent. It'll work. Question number 2. Which Greek letter names the boy who survives a shipwreck with a tiger in Jan Martell's best-selling novel? That would be Pi. Pi is the name of the boy. The novel is Life of Pi. Mm-hmm. Question number 3. An apple a day. Question number 3, an apple a day. What electronic company co-founded by Dr. Dre became Apple's largest acquisition ever in 2014? That would be Beats. Beats by Dre. So Beats and Pi, what do they have in common for question number 4? They're pronounced the same as food. So it's a food names. Not spelled like that, but they're food. So words that are not spelled but are pronounced the same as food. Question number 4. Question number 5. Best known for Sean Connery. What 4 movies is he known for according to IMDb.com, at internetmoviedatabase.com? The 2 James Bond movies are Thunderball for a point and Goldfinger for a second point. And the other 2 movies, still good movies, just not Bond movies. They are The Untouchables and The Rock, as in Welcome to The Rock. So for a point each, The Untouchables, The Rock, The Thunderball, and The Goldfinger. Question number 6. Name that animated TV show that is responsible for creating the fictional Alamo beer. That would be King of the Hill. Question number 7. Fill in the blank on that Food Network show, Guys Blank Games. Guys Grocery Games. Triple G. Guys Grocery Games. Connection asked for is irregular. That is outside the box. But beats just as beats are simply beats. I will say it was thinking in an interesting direction, but we were looking for the food connection. So no points on the irregular. If it was offbeat, I'd be like, but it is just beat or beats. Alrighty, question number, where are we? Question number 8, our bit by bit. So that 8-bit version of the song was by Phil Collins for a point, and it is Sussudio. Sussudio. Oh. Good song. Just get you. Doesn't mean anything. It's not supposed to. Sussudio. Question number 9. Tag the line. So that 2018 movie with the tagline, "The world has enough superheroes." That would be for the movie Venom. It's Venom. I'm sorry about Venom, but it's Venom. Question number 10. Survey says, so name a letter of the alphabet that is also a vitamin. All right, so I'll start with the 1-point answer and go up to the 5-point answer in this one. So number 8 was only 1 point. No, it was number 8 was 2 points. A point for Sussudio and a point for Phil Collins. So 2 possible points there. Question number 10, our survey says, so 5 possible points to be won. 1 possible point if you're just within the potential answers. So starting with the 1-point answer here, name a letter of the alphabet that is also a vitamin. This answer is a passing grade, but barely. D. D for 1 point. And that's the only PG answer I could think of, or pun. Got to keep it family friendly. Question or our 2-point answer for this question. 2-point answer is only 2 points, but it is very much a passing grade. That is A. Yes. A plus 2 points for this one. For 3 points, you saw this answer and you were like, B mine. Yes, it is B. B mine. Oh, yes, the light. Matt had a good one for D. Those vitamin D puns shouldn't see the light of day. Well played. Yes, sunshine. 3 points for B. 4 points. 4 points if you thought something was fishy about this. I could be wrong, but it is E. Vitamin E. Is that stuff you can get in fish? Don't take any health vitamin tips from me. I'm doing a lot of swings on this one. And for 5 points, Orange, you glad I didn't say, well, anything else for this one. Vitamin C for 5. So C will get you 5 on question number 10. E will get you 4. B will get you 3. A will get you 2. And D will get you 1. This is a weird multiple choice question. Oh, yes. What's a pirate's favorite vitamin?
R?
No, 'tis the sea.
Vitamin R?
Vitamin R? To be found in milk. Or milk. All right. R? Question number 11. Hey, Mr. DJ. So, what is the name of the DJ that recorded the 1988 single Parents Just Don't Understand with the Fresh Prince? That would be DJ Jazzy Jeff. My mom thinks I'm funny. There you
But
go.
your dad does.
There you go, Internet. I mean, my dad's a slightly tougher crowd. Still a great guy. Still understands, but my mom thinks I'm funny. That's true. I just threw the Jazzy Jeff answer out there. Ah! Question number 12. Thank you, Arnis, for that joke as well. Question number 12. Life After Death. So who was the first musical artist to have 2 singles reach number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart after death, both in 1997, both from the album Life After Death? That would be the Notorious B.I.G. Notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls, also accepted. Or Big Papa, because he loved it when you call him Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you're a true player. Question number 13, new in town. So for your new in town question, name that alcoholic writer. Not the alcoholic writer, but new in town alcoholic writer Nicolas Cage decided to have his last ride in Vegas in this 1995 film. That would be Leaving Las Vegas. But he just got there, I tell you. Question number 14, Trivia Club Dictionary. So it's the 16-letter word, specifically for a 150th anniversary. Don't mind that. That was me. That was sesquicentennial. Sesquicentennial. It's specifically used for a 150th anniversary, but Trivia Club, in the fact that I also like to spell it without 2 N's as opposed to with 1 N, or with 1 N as opposed to 2. I'm losing the plot already, but sesquicentennial is our term for the 150 point mark. We like to use years to annotate points. Yeah. That was a long road to points. All righty. Question number 15, our countdown takedown. Shares of Tupperware were going for $1 in March, but Wednesday it closed at this number of dollars and cents. Well, lots of companies have had their stocks pop in dark times. Netflix, Amazon, Peloton. Tupperware has been around for a bit longer, first being sold on the stock market, or first being sold in stores, that is, in 1948. So they started at $1, and just this past Wednesday, they were, can I get a drum roll, please? At $28.80. They've had gotta preserve food. Let's a little that's when you know it works. So $28.80. After that drum roll, that's 5 points for $28.80, and if it's within the range of $28.79 to $21.60, that is still 2 solid points. 2 points. So 5 points for $28.80, and if it's below that, all the way to $21.60, that is still 2 points. Tupperware. You always need Tupperware or something similar. Question number 16. You're missing something like the N on sesquicentennial, or the second N, that is. What CBS series, which aired from 2002 to 2009 and featured characters named Jack Malone, Sam Spade, and Viv Johnson, followed the cases of a missing persons unit of the FBI in New York City? That would be the TV show Without a Trace. Without a Trace. Still very much can be found in traces on, I think, like A&E. It's one of those shows that repeat, like Criminal Minds. Question number 17. It stinks. It's a bad review for what you think is a good movie. What I think is a good movie. Pauline Kael, the legendary critic for The New Yorker, wrote, "But this movie, one of the 2 or 3 most expensive movies ever made, and with the biggest event promotion yet, is a cheesy-looking film with a John Williams epic score that transcends self-parody. Cosmic fanfares keep coming when there's nothing to celebrate." That would be for the movie Superman, which, yes, looks a little cheesy, but is just so fun to watch. And some of it because of that, like, shine of a little bit of cheese. It's charming. I find something to relate with it, charming for its cheese. Question number 18. Foul play. The 7 subspecies of this goose include Hudson Bay and Vancouver. That would be the Canada goose, or the Canada geese. Question number 19. Your 19-word hint for a 19-letter movie title. More rock, more Jack Black, more Kevin Hart, but still no board games in this sequel to a reboot. 19-letter title is Jumanji: The Next Level. Jumanji: The Next Level. Alrighty, your question number 20, that Trivia Royale. These are any 10 of the, or as many as 10 of the final 20 or so films or TV shows in which Sean Connery had appeared in since 1990. I believe it was 19 films and TV shows to be exact, but about 20. This includes voice or narration work, which includes like the final 4 things that he did, because that 5th final one was a real doozy. All right, you're starting in the 1990s, or 1990 the year, with The Hunt for Red October, in which the very Scottish Sean Connery played a Russian sub-commander. Fantastic stuff. The Hunt for Red October, for a point. The Russia House, for a point after that. Highlander sequel, Highlander 2, The Quickening. Highlander 2, The Quickening. No points for Highlander. A point for Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Medicine Man, for a point. Rising Sun, for a point. A Good Man in Africa, for a point. Just Cause, for a point. Just Cause. First Night, his King Arthur movie, First Night. Dragonheart, in which he plays just a perfectly cast dragon. Dragonheart. The Rock, which I choose to believe is a sequel to his James Bond work. So there you go, The Rock. The Avengers, but not the one you're thinking of. The one based off the British TV show, The Avengers. Playing by Heart, for a point. Entrapment for a point. Entrapment. Finding Forrester for a point. You're the Man Now, Dog was the popular meme from that one. Finding Forrester. The movie that more or less retired him, even though he did some voice work after, was The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. It could have been good. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Freedom, A History of U.S. or Us. It's capitalized, I don't know. Freedom. Modern Greeks, C.P. Cavafy. Sir Billy, his final feature-length appearance, Sir Billy. And the last thing he ever did work on, the narration for the documentary Ever to Excel. Ever to Excel. Let me know if you need any double checking on points on that one. But those are the final. Those are all of his work from 1990 to his final voice work. Add up all those points, both from that final question and from everything prior, and let us know the points you got in the live chat. Point for every correct answer, 2 to 5. After that, let us know your team name as well. And once more, point totals and team names up here in the live chat. I'll do a proper rundown. And as I wait for that, I'll give you I built a VCR anagram. So that's an anagram of Trivia Club. I built a VCR. And for this one, tonight's bonus bit of trivia, a tiebreaker if needed, your anagram is something I'm going to ask you to find the Sean Connery movie in the following anagram. That anagram is perm tenant. Perm tenant. Know the answer next week. And next week being 8 days from now. Yep, I think that math works out. So just when the trivia comes sooner than you're used to, it'll be a day or two longer than usual. I believe 41 possible points to be won once again this week. Well, let's see those point totals. Well done. 24 points for the questionables. Well done to the questionables. 13 points for your producer and mine. Thank you to your producer. 7 points for Team Uno Persona. Well done. 17 points for Solo Traveler. Another good score. The Lord and Lady of Asquith, or of the center of the British Empire. Got 34 points, the score to beat. 28 points for the Electorate Mayhem. Well played. Well played. 24 points for the good folks from Laramie Cigarettes. 23 points for Cookie Faced. Reince Pubis with 27 points. Well done all. Once again, looks like the score to beat. Top score for this week is the Lord and Lady of the center of the British Empire. Well done. Excellent. Well done all once again. Thank you all for not only joining us for this week's trivia, but joining us on a Monday as well. Always a pleasure having everyone involved. Thanks for playing along. Thanks for agreeing with me to avoid doing trivia on a Tuesday this week. I already did it 4 years ago. I don't need to do it again. Join us again, as I said, next Tuesday on November 10th. Yes, we are back to Tuesday next week. Once again, a happy birthday to my nephew Isaac. Happy birthday. Got the signs. Thank you to supporting Trivia Club, or for supporting Trivia, as you do. You can find us on Instagram at instagram.com/triviaclubca. And tonight's champions are, well, everyone who decided to stay in, play trivia, enjoy themselves. Hopefully I made not only your day easier, but give you something fun to do this week and next week. Look forward to seeing you then. Don't forget to wear a mask if you do go out. Make friends and influence people by doing such. All right, without much further to say, let's say the same thing that we do every week.
Hello.
Remember. Hello. Remember, it's not what you know, it's what you learn along the way. Yay!
Yay. Have a good week, everybody.
Bye.
Happy birthday, Isaac.
Happy birthday.
See you next week, everybody.
You. I love you.
Love you.